Bash-4 for Late Night Racing, and today we are going to do a test race at Zandvoort, the home of the Dutch Grand Prix. It's been given a little bit of a redux since Zandvoort was last featured in F1, but it's still got that high speed bank, it's still got a lot of tight turns, and we're going to have a lot of fast, tight, but precise racing. Yeah, 14 turns, a lot of them close to each other, some of them at higher speeds than others. So it's going to be a good track to test all kinds of driver skill. Waiting for the lights and the cars to go off. And we are racing here at Zandvoort. Bottas getting a nice clean start with nothing but air in front of him, developing a pretty good lead. All the cars go through that first corner rather cleanly, but yeah, you can just see Bottas is putting some lightning fast pace, developing the lead. As you can see from the times, the lead between him and Bartical is good, but oh my goodness, DJ Mario 13, I didn't see what happened there, but it looks like they got a collision, and now they've retired. There's a bit of a hold up in that back. Everyone slowed down for whatever reason, and we now know why. That retirement caused there to be a virtual safety car, so of course everyone's going to want to maintain a positive delta. It's a good thing that most people decided to use soft tires because, well, it's not a full safety car, but they can be a little more careful here, and they can preserve those tires for a couple laps. I'm not sure if that's going to affect the race strategy at all, but I guess it's really up to the drivers and how well they can manage their tires. Really, really good setup paired with his stellar driving so far. And Sam Capjay has just increased the position over the Ferrari of Ball and Drug. And we get another yellow flag, and who was that who just spun? I think that was Petzl. Now we see the Alfa Romeo spin. But overall, this is some tight racing. Sam Capjay is fending off the Ferrari of Volendrug, who almost makes a move. And yeah, that's a pretty tight train. Maybe Sam Capjay will try to push more and see if he can't get a podium, but right now the gap is just continuously increasing between third, second, and first. Managing the Urs really well. Eventually, he's going to want to make a move, but I don't know if that's going to be on one of the straights or if it's going to be on the bank. Either way, he activates DRS. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1. Ooh, that's not nice. Bartical has had something happen and needs to make sure he rejoins the track. Good thing he's ghosted, because otherwise he might have had a collision with the bumpy flump. Battle going on between Bicor and Micropenis, and it's actually really close. They swapped positions for a brief moment, but oh, it looks like there was a collision, and Micropenis might just have retired. It says that he left the session. Battle throughout this session. And we're getting another battle between Noon and Petzl. Petzl has just overtaken Noon. Noon just ghosted for a little while. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. But another chase is on. Noon's been putting on some good pace, and his tires are fresher than that of the Alfa Romeo, so he might be able to retake the position. Let's just see what happens. Ooh, this is close. This is really close indeed. Ooh, okay. There's a battle between Stepan Gavrilov and Bartical. I think Bartical is going to try and overtake maneuver around this next corner. Ooh, he tries something for the inside, but he gets close, but he's got the pace. He's going to use DRS. Gavrilov is going to give him away. Ooh, not quite. Ooh, but Gavrilov gets in the gravel. And Bartical gets the overtake. Probably not as cool as you would want, but hey, a position to position. And he is 2 positions away from points. And Petzl is getting close to the Ferrari of El Jefe. Okay, now we're seeing some more good battles. Petzl is slowly but surely getting closer. They just need to manage that overtake usage. Gets the DRS. Is he going to try something around the outside? Ooh, there's almost contact. There's almost contact. But he takes the position. Only for El Jefe to take it back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the racing that you are looking for between the Ferrari and the Alfa Romeo. The customer car, the development team of Ferrari, which is funny to think about because if you remember your history, Enzo Ferrari started his racing career in an Alfa Romeo. But anyways, yeah, there's just like half a second between them. If Petzl can catch El Jefe sleeping and do something cool and take advantage of the DRS, he could very well get a position. But El Jefe is just not breaking it. It looks like Petzl was a little bit ambitious, getting a little bit into the gravel, losing control of the back end a little bit, and the gap is now around 0.75 seconds. Noon is creeping up though, so if the cars manage to bump up, this could be a 3-way battle. Noon activates the DRS. DRS. I can't tell if Samcap J is more excited but more frustrated because he keeps getting these prime opportunities to overtake, but they just don't seem to pan out as well as he would hope. Oh, and Addy gets in the gravel a little bit. This could be his opportunity. He's getting closer. He's getting closer. He pops the DRS, and he just escapes Addy. Able to exit that corner with a lot of speed without hitting the wall, you should be in a good position. Bumpy Flump gets another penalty for probably cutting through the corners. Petzl activates the DRS, but it doesn't look like Jefe is going to budge at all. And Noon is in danger of losing the position to the other Ferrari, Volendrug. But Noon just outbreaks. That would have been interesting to see. It's nice seeing Volendrug make a little bit of a comeback, especially after there's a little bit of a yellow flag, Bicor slowing down the other racing point. But yeah, Volendrug had been in some incidents, had I think spun out a little bit, and to see him staying in the points is nice. Makes a little bit of contact with Noon. I'm not sure if that's contributed to any wing damage, but it's a pretty close battle. If Volendrug tries something and if his car isn't too damaged, he could potentially make a move, but it all really depends on whether or not he's going to go to the pits. I think there's some damage because he's being a little bit slower in the corners, having to be a little slower, a little more careful in the corners, and Noon is just escaping him. Petzl activating the DRS. Is he going to overtake El Jefe? Coming around the outside, touched the grass a little bit, and that might have been what ruined, but he's in a good position. He could get the overtake now, and he does. He does. And El Jefe is going to look to try to get that position back. Oh my goodness, this is the racing we are looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 21 out of 36. Anyways, back to the battles. We all love to see it. A good old tussle between Ferrari versus McLaren. We got, and Volendrug takes him on the straights, presumably due to that DRS. But yeah, this is what we like to see. It's James Hunt versus Niki Lauda. Ayrton Senna versus Alain Prost. Lewis Hamilton versus Felipe Massa. All of that. I think the aim of the game for Noon is, because he's put on a reasonable amount of pace, but is still trading positions. And given that Volendrug has been tripping up a little bit this race, he'll want to try to put some pressure on Volendrug and see if he can't force a mistake. Right now, all of the top cars are. Oh, and Hasselhoff is just retired. What happened there? What happened there? We'll have to see what happens. Probably didn't think too highly of his chances of the race because of all the penalties. But maybe he destroyed his car or something. I didn't get to see. Monumental than it already is, and then just finish there. But now we've got a three-way battle for 6th. The Mercedes of Addy has joined in the party between Noon and Volendrug. Addy's been putting on some good pace, so we could very well see some overtakes on the part of the Mercedes. And Valtteri Bottas has just put in the fastest lap of a 1 minute 12 and some change on hards. Good on him. If I was Bottas, given that there's like only 11 laps left, what I would do is I would ride the hard tires for as much as oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I think Nunes just hit Volendrug. Good on him for slowing down, not overtaking. Because it doesn't look like he got a penalty for that. So he's doing the courteous thing, which is respectable. But it's cost him some pace, and that incident has allowed Addy to overtake both of them. Yeah, just look at that. Look at how tight that is. And Addy's just retired. That's a shame. Addy put on a pretty good race, so it's sad to see him go like that. And Flump is going to overtake Bartical. Oh, but Bartical is not having that. Bartical tries to outbrake Flump. Goes a little bit wide and loses the position. Ambitious. Too ambitious, but definitely respectable. And now we see Flump try to overtake Eugenio Alonso. See if they can take the position of 8th against the destroyed. Ooh, that was a bit of a wild maneuver. I don't know if that's legal or not, but good on Flump for avoiding it as he overtakes Alonso. Oh, but Eugenio takes it back. He's not going to give up the position easily. Ooh, that's almost pushing him in there. Should have left him some space. All the time you have to leave the space. And Bartical overtakes Eugenio as he retires. I think he crashed out or something. We see another battle between the Ferrari and the Alfa. The Ferrari overtakes the Alfa. Petzl going to try to get back in position though. He's staying close. This is the racing we want to see. Penalty. Good on him for keeping it tidy on 25-lap old tires. My goodness. And the Ferrari goes a little wide. And oh no. Petzl's hit the barrier. So it looks like that race is over. What a shame. That was entertaining the whole time through. And now El Jefe has got his eyes on the 3rd position of Sam Cap J. El Jefe's tires are a little bit younger. Just a little bit. And the gap is pretty wide, but it's not impossible if El Jefe can... Sam Cappy's car is being controlled by AI right now, so the overtake is inevitable. Yeah, Sam Cap J has left the race. Or has he? Makes a little bit of mistake there, and El Jefe takes the position. We have a Ferrari in 3rd. Approaching the last bank. And ladies and gentlemen, Valtteri Bottas has won this Test Dutch Grand Prix. The rest of the cars are bringing themselves in. securing their positions. Of course, the positions aren't tentative. Once the penalties come through, we'll see exactly where everyone finishes. But I think top 3 was relatively penalty-free. So I think we're going to see Valtteri Bottas, LOR, and El Jefe on the podium today. Just waiting for the rest of the cars to come in. El Jefe is approaching that bank, securing his podium position. Noon approaching those final corners. The last one to finish. The number 4 car finishing in 4th. There you have it, folks. What an action-packed race. What an action-packed race. We had some good battles. We had a couple incidents. El Jefe getting driver of the day because he put on some real good battles. Shoutouts to Noon as well. But, oh my goodness. That was some craziness. A lot of people sped in the pit lane as well. Brilliant stuff. And now we'll look at the standings. Yep. Not too many changes. A lot of retirements. And yeah, Valtteri Bottas gets fastest lap with a 1 minute 11.143. Brilliant pace today. And very good job to El Jefe, putting on the battles that he did. Good effort from Petzl. Good stuff from Noon. A lot of good racing today. And there you have it, folks. Thank you so much for watching.